Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this live. I am on Facebook with my camera up here. I'm as well on Instagram at the same time. I hope that you're well this morning. This live is actually, I wanted to do this live because I just posted something this morning about being vulnerable and the importance of being vulnerable and really getting real with yourself. So how does that relate to your brand and your business and that purpose that you have? Well, first of all, as entrepreneurs, the reason why we start our own business is because we feel that there is something inside of us that we can really help clients with, we can help people, we have something that really can serve others. And what's really important here is that it's not only about those products, right? I mean, we have something to help them, but we're the ones bringing it to them. And that means that the way that you carry yourself as a person, the way that you carry yourself as an individual has a really big impact on how you're actually serving these people. And that is actually, so someone is trying to call me and I'm ignoring that. So that is the reason why I believe that branding is really, really important, because you know you as the individual, your personal brand will impact your business brand as well. So what is really important to know here is that a lot of people tend to think that in branding, in how you show up for your clients, but it's important to just be yourself, to just, you know, be who you are. And even though I get that sentence, I get that. And yes, of course, you want to be authentic. Well, one of the things that you need to understand is that your idea of yourself might not be who you can really be, who you are, or who you can be. A lot of people tend to stay in that safe zone, you know, a place where they feel comfortable. And maybe you recognize this. Maybe you sometimes say, you know, no, that's not really my thing. No, that's not really what I feel would fit me. The question is, have you really tried? So for a long time, I identified with the idea of being a writer, for example, a copywriter. You know, that was my way of expressing myself. I'm a writer. And it took me a long time to realize that it has nothing to do with that writing. It has to do with expression and personality and how you show up, basically. So, and that's a lot broader. So even though I'm in love with words, and I love words and how language can actually influence our thinking, but also influence people, still, it's not about that writing per se. It's also about me using words when I'm speaking, for example, in this live or on stage. So, but the idea for me to be on stage, oh my God, that would make me feel so uncomfortable, because everybody would be looking at me. And that's scary. You know, what if people are going to judge you? That is something I really feared. But I also knew that, you know, it's not about me. It's not about me. I have something that I can help people with. So I needed to go through that discomfort. I really needed to get real with myself and actually have the courage to try something new. And that takes honesty, you know, it takes vulnerability and really getting real with yourself. You know, why am I telling myself that I cannot do this? Why am I telling myself I'm only a writer? I needed to get real with myself. And maybe you recognize that. Maybe that is something that is playing in your life as well. And right now you're telling yourself, I'm an introvert, or I'm an extrovert, or I am this, I am that. And you're using all these labels to position yourself in a certain way, or to put yourself in a certain position, and thereby not really taking the place that you can. And in branding and positioning, taking that place that is all what it's about. It's not, you know, sometimes you need to first put yourself in a certain position without actually feeling that you are ready for that. We tend to think as individuals that we first need to be ready to take a certain place and to own a certain confidence. We feel that, you know, when something doesn't really feel right yet, that we shouldn't do it. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of discomfort. There is nothing wrong with a little bit of discomfort or not feeling it yet or not being ready. It is not important, because sometimes the discomfort is actually that place where we feel that we're growing. I know it's such a cliche, you know, get out of your comfort zone, but it is really true. So we tend to focus a lot on emotions, on how we feel. You know, it doesn't feel right. No, that doesn't feel right. Whereas actually that primary emotion that is created in our brain is based on the neurological pathways that have been created based on our past experiences. So it's just how our brain is wired, and that triggers the primary response. But that doesn't mean that that is the only way. And once you realize that your brain works in this way, that it's just, you know, firing off connections, that it's not you, it's not who you are, it's just your brain, you know, doing its work because it's protecting you. And once you know that, you can actually take a step back and really realize, like, okay, so, you know, I have a dream, and it feels incredibly uncomfortable to, it feels really uncomfortable to actually take this place and serve these people in this way. It feels uncomfortable to become visible. It feels very vulnerable to be out there, to share my message. But it's okay, because that fear is only my brain tricking me. It's only my brain telling me that I'm in danger, that I might be judged, that I might be discarded. And what if that happens? Because if that happens, I'll be, you know, separated from the group or community or whatever, or people might not like me. And all of that is a very natural primal reaction, and it's just normal. But once you realize that that is normal, then you can actually stop identifying with the fear, stop identifying with that anxiety. And that's where your growth is, because once you still decide to do it, that's where the courage is. That even though you feel all this fear and still decide to do it, still go for it, still be visible, still do that video on Facebook, still share your message, you know, unapologetically. And, you know, that is what it is. Branding, building a brand, is about sharing your beliefs and your values and stepping up for what you really truly believe in. It is not necessarily only about that product and selling stuff. It is about serving. It's about serving the right people, creating a polarity, having the courage to actually repel people. That is not easy because of the trigger that it has. It is not easy to actually take that place and to have the courage to make sure that people actually say no to you. So what I always say is, you know, don't just become visible for, you know, don't just focus on the visibility. Focus on becoming invisible for people that you don't want to work with anyway. And that requires getting real, getting vulnerable, and really, you know, getting real with yourself, finding your own truth, putting that truth into words, and then having the courage to actually share that, you know, share that vulnerable, share that message. And oh yeah, it's going to be scary. It's going to be fucking scary. It's going to feel like people can actually see you and that you're naked. And that's why I posted this video, this post actually this morning, about how important it is to really find your truth, not the truth and the stories that you're telling yourself. Because it's too easy to just stick to the stories that you're telling yourself because they're based on the past. No, I'm not ready for that. Or no, I can't do that. Or that doesn't feel right. That's a primary response in your brain based on the past. It's not who you are. Welcome, of course, John. So stop identifying with that. And that's why I believe that when it comes to the brand, it's all about identity. It's about personality. It's about the message. And that identity, most importantly, starts with de-identifying. De-identifying with yourself and all the ideas you have about yourself. Oh, John, that's fine. I know you can't say that. You can watch the rest of the live later. But I hope that you're getting what I'm saying. And thank you for Kambo Adam Merrick. So breath work, interesting. I am happy to hear that this resonates with you. That is really nice to hear. So yes, building a brand, the brand identity starts with de-identifying that this is about you personally. So stop taking it personally. When you're building a brand, there's a difference between building a brand and building a personal brand. The brand, the business, giving it its own identity, you know, like a separate person, because you are not the brand, that actually helps you to stop identifying with it. So whenever something goes wrong in the business, it's not about you, it's not you failing. And that process of de-identifying is actually the place where you can start building it up again. And you can actually, oh my God, you can personally grow by building a brand. You can grow as a person, as an entrepreneur, and actually go beyond your wildest dreams. And that is such a beautiful process. I am seeing it in the people that I'm guiding in my program. So what I want to say is that if you're in Holland, if you're based in Holland and you feel that this resonates and you really want to know more about this, I have an event coming up again on October 11th. And it will be really amazing to see you there. So there is a link in my bio, actually. If you're on Instagram, there's a link in my bio. And if you're on Facebook there, I have created an event for it. And I will be sharing the link around this video or around in my stories as well, so that you can actually sign up if you like. It's for free. And you can actually learn more about this. It could be a first step to really getting true with your true purpose and finding that truth, because that for me, that is my mission, is unveiling your truth and using the power of words to really connect with that and show that personality and show that brand and, you know, get your message out there. So once again, check the link in my bio if you want to visit, you want to meet up in person, get to know each other in Amsterdam, October 11th, free event. Would love to meet you there. And for now, I am going to wish you a really wonderful day and hope that you'll have, you'll make magic. And are there any other days? Yes, actually, I will be doing this event as well on December 6th. So that there are 2 dates left this year, October 11th and December 6th. And I will be doing online webinars, some online masterclasses as well. So what I would advise you to do is actually go to my link in bio. What you could do is download my ebook. I would go for the Dutch one, not just because you're Dutch, but also because I communicate the dates to my events and webinars, etc., in my Dutch mailing list. I have an English mailing list as well, but that's only the online thing, and I don't communicate the live events. So that's something that I would definitely recommend that you do. Dennis, hi, great seeing you here. You just joined at the end of my live, but you know, you can rewatch it. I think that, Dennis, I think you're gonna like this. Anyway, so check out what I have, my ebook. It really is about finding your message, and it is quite valuable. There's a lot of content in there. So for now, happy to welcome. For now, I'm gonna wish you an amazing day. Make magic, as I said before. And I'm going live again. No, I'm lying. I'm gonna try to go live again on Thursday morning, 9 o'clock, but I'm not sure because I will be in the train. I'm flying out to the UK this week. So, but I will make it up to you. I'm here every Tuesday morning and every Thursday morning at 9, and I will let you know if it's gonna work on Thursday. So, speak later, have a great day, and well, make magic, bye-bye.